And we're back. So you haven't done so already, check your emails. You're probably going to see an email from the Flyers, them hyping up the forecast for the home opener. It's going to be 60 and sunny. But considering that the game is going to be at Soldier Field on March in the lakefront, you might want to rethink maybe saying it's going to be 40 and sunny, especially with that wind hitting. So try to get some layers on your skin, Otherwise, you're going to be staying in the United Club the whole time.
So winter coats.
How do they feel about bringing blankets, by the way?
You could bring blankets.
Beach towels. Yeah. Beach towels. It's 60 degrees, boys. No, I'm just kidding. No, wear your snow coat. Not a snow coat, but a winter jacket. 40 degrees.
Yeah.
If you can survive Oak Street Beach, then come down to the game.
Don't confuse it for an Alaskan summer.
So we're gonna be playing. It's gonna be decent, right? It's not gonna be snow, but we're gonna be playing Cincy, which concerns me greatly
because they just came off a 4-0 win.
Well, the fact that they're just really good, and they're gonna have Matt Miazga because apparently no one is ever suspended to play the Fire. So let's bring Matt Miazga and Miles Robinson together.
Can I blow your mind, guys? Because right now, Chicago Fire is predicted to win 42% to 32% of Cincinnati's versus a 26% draw.
Oh, I'm so scared, man. Kuipers, I don't think Kuipers is going to look good again.
I think we're thinking this because, let's be honest here, Cincinnati tied 0-0 with Toronto, with last year's wooden spoon winner, at home. There's a lot of question marks there.
Yeah, but they were all over them. They were unlucky not to score.
Yeah, well, you can score 4 goals. They pretty much scored 4 goals on like a semi-pro team, so they might get excited. And then when they think they're gonna try to replicate that on the Fire, that's when the mistakes are gonna happen. So think about that. You're over here. You guys are getting scared and.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned that our big-time star striker, who will probably be fine, will look bad for another game, and then the pitchforks will start coming out.
Kuipers hat trick next game.
Because I do rate highly. I rate Miles Robinson a lot. I think he's good, and stick him next to Matt Miazga.
Why do you rate him so high?
Well, because I saw him play very well for the U.S. in Atlanta before he, snapped his twig. So,
and before he lost his shit at a restaurant too?
He lost his shit at a restaurant? What happened? Do we have is there a Miles Robinson Waffle House video?
You got TikTok of this? Let's see.
Here, let me. I gotta bring. Let me see.
I'll have to save that for the after show.
If there's a Miles Robinson Waffle House throwdown and I'm missing it, I'm mad.
In the meanwhile,
I got you. This is an ESPN article.
You already have it up. Oh my god.
I have it up. I'm trying to bring it up. Hold on. So this happened back, I think, a year ago. Well, September of 2022. Atlanta United defender Miles Robinson arrested for misdemeanor over a $5 shot. So.
Well, it's the principle of the thing.
Well, if he's gonna bitch about, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I honestly, it sounds like he's a head case, and if you get someone that could really piss him off, he's a walking red card.
Okay, I hope you're right. That's what.
Isn't he coming back from injury too? By the way, wasn't he? Was he injured last year or the year before? That he was out for the whole season.
Last season, so he missed the World Cup.
Yeah. So. And guess what team he played against that caused that injury?
Was it the Chicago Fire?
Exactly.
Let's go.
Shit. Now, you know what? That was 2 years ago, by the way.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, they don't have... Who did they sell? What goal scorer did they sell that they had?
I forgot. They sold to Club America, I think.
Brandon Vasquez.
Thank you, Brandon Vasquez. There you go. So I don't know what they look like on offense right now. I just know that they were a decent team that I don't think they disassembled too much. They'll probably come back to earth. Well,
keep in mind, they tied 0-0 against a Toronto team that has barely changed.
Fair. But I mean,
think about that.
They
I don't
won
know.
4-0 today in leg 2 against Cavalier. Cavalier.
Was that like a Haitian team?
Cavalier.
Cavalier. Matt might be Cavalier. They
Oh,
have
it's a
won
Jamaican. It's a
6-0
Jamaican.
on
It's a Jamaican.
aggregate against Cavalier FC.
So I'm concerned. DPG is confident. Where do you sit, James?
For Chicago Fire against Cincinnati, I think they're going to fucking come out and storm to a victory like no other. It's going to be a 3-1 victory. Brady's going to let one up, but he's going to seal it up after that. There's going to be 3 goals, 2 from Kuipers, 1 from the left side. It's called Guti.
Okay.
It could be Shaq today, though, because Guti could share it. He might share it with Shaq.
You never know.
You never know. But, guys, we didn't talk about it yet, but is Guti special?
Duh. Dude, we just got to enjoy the season because he's gone.
Let me ask you this. Guy from Cincinnati scares you.
Let me take a look at there. Is Luciano Acosta still there? FC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay, done.
He's still there.
Done.
They won the Supporter Shield by like 15 points last season. And they strengthened their defense. So I'm a little concerned because of the defense. Like, I don't necessarily think we're going to lose. I just don't think we're going to look good, which is going to start the concerns.
Well, they lost
And the
Alvaro Barreal, so I mean that is going to be a loss for them on the one side.
They
on the
lost.
right side.
You know, here's the thing. They won that Supporter Shield on Brandon Vasquez's back.
He's gone.
And he's not here.
And Barreal's gone. So Barreal and Vasquez.
And they couldn't beat Toronto. That again hasn't changed much. They still got Bernardeschi. They still have Insigne. You know, I think the Milkman's still playing as a goalkeeper. So,
Matt Miazga and Miles Robinson is like, that's an unreal pairing. In
Major League Soccer, yes,
that's an unreal pairing. But are we
that's
playing?
What I'm talking about. I don't want
both
Kuiper
playing?
to look bad.
If they're both playing, that is really hard to stop.
So
I mean, look, Matt Miazga Matt Miazga is an old man. Miles Robinson is a walking case. So
yeah.
So let's be honest here. You know, you get a guy that's fast enough, you'll blow right past Matt Miazga.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know.
But who's fast enough? Who do we have?
Kuipers is not that fast.
Guti?
Yeah, Selassie. Look,
Tom Barlow?
Oh, God. Don't bring that guy.
Guti's got to keep cranking those shots.
Well, hold on. What do we think the lineup's going to look like?
For Chicago Fire?
Yeah, we know it's a 4-2-3-1.
That's actually a good call.
Are we
going to see any lineup changes beyond Gaspar coming in?
Yeah.
Or is
it's going to be Brady. It's going to be Aragoni. It's going to be Pineda. It's going to be Rafa. On the left side, that could be Gaspar. It could be Dean. We don't know yet.
Dean,
I'd like to see Dean out there.
Okay. The midfield. You're going to have Kellen Acosta start.
With who? With Herbers? With Fede Navarro? With Gaston?
I don't know if Acosta starts yet. They might work him in one more game.
I think he
start him.
He
looked so good when he came in.
He looks so good.
One guy that I kind of want to see the pairing with is Fede Navarro.
Wait, you want to see him? No, Herbers.
No, I like Herbers, but like I feel like he's gonna regress back to that.
No, join us on the dark side, Team Chaos.
Oh my God,
Herbers.
Beware what you wish for, guys. Okay, I like to see. Okay, fine. It might be Herbers. You never know.
No, you can watch what you want.
It's probably gonna be Herbers. I
over
just like
Jimenez? Over the DP Jimenez.
Oh God, shut up!
God, don't bring that up, man. Okay,
so then does he maintain starting? Because that would actually you might see Mueller.
Who you got in the front line there, DPG?
Guys, Mueller didn't get any game time last game at all.
Guti, Shaq,
Selassie. It's going to be him.
I say Selassie.
The only way Mueller gets in is be a sub right now because Mueller didn't play a minute last game.
I think it's gonna be Selassie. Yeah, it's gonna be Selassie. It's hard for me to believe that they're gonna put Chris Mueller to start when he didn't get any game time last week.
The plan was to get Mueller in, I guarantee it. But as we pointed out earlier in that earlier section, it's just when you lose Gutman, that throws out the whole plan.
Yeah, it throws everything out the window.
Yeah, and of course Kuiper's on top. I honestly think with the combination of Guti, Shaq, Selassie, and Kuipers, you could pretty much overwhelm Miazga and Miles Robinson, easy.
And Kip Keller.
And Kip Keller. I mean, Kip Keller's a nobody anyway. So, so
I'm sure his girlfriend doesn't think that.
He's still a nobody, okay?
He's got more followers than me.
Who else is gonna again? This is like a Cincinnati team that has lost probably one of their, two of their best players.
Yes, that's a good point.
Vasquez and
hold on. With Lucho Acosta, are we not worried that that we're gonna lose Acosta going in a 4-2-1? Acosta being a part of the back two in the midfield means if we put Herbers in, he has to take over the defensive responsibilities for Acosta. So Acosta's going to have to guard Acosta, which means we lose that move going forward. And he's so much better on the ball than
you know what made Lucho Acosta good was Brendan Vasquez. He doesn't have that anymore.
Really, you think that's so?
MVP in DC.
It's Lucho Acosta. I always thought Lucho Acosta. I thought Lucho Acosta was overrated.
Okay.
I think he was overrated. They're hyping him too much. The only reason it worked out for him in Cincinnati is because he had a guy like Brandon Vasquez playing in front of him. He doesn't have that anymore.
Okay.
And we played Cincinnati last year, and we held them up. He couldn't do anything. So.
All right. So what's your score prediction?
I think Pat Noonan might have Frank Lopez beat in this next one, but I'm gonna still root for Frank Lopez.
You said 3-1.
3-1.
You think?
I think 3-1
with Dose.
2-0.
You can't sleep on Pat Noonan.
2-0. Who you got scoring?
I'm actually thinking Kuipers is gonna score.
Let's go.
And we might see Selassie score.
Yes, let's go. I'm rooting for a Shaq goal and 2 from Kuipers.
I feel like we're going to see a 1-1 draw, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it's Kuipers first, but it'll probably be somebody weird like freaking Dean or Herbers.
And I would like to see the Chicago Fire only give up a goal on a corner kick and not in the run of play.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't want to make a habit of giving up, dead ball goals. But yeah, it'd be nice to see them.
Yeah, you're right.
So back to my statement. Last year, Lucho Acosta had 19 goals and 12 assists.
That's a lot of assists.
That's big numbers.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder how many of those goals were made because you had a guy like Brandon Vasquez that's pulling attention to the defense.
Well, didn't Brandon Vasquez only score like 6?
Yeah, but considering that he was getting a U.S. men's national team call-up, obviously.
He only scored 6 goals last year?
Yeah, it wasn't like he didn't light the world on fire, right?
So that's interesting that he did not light the world on fire, but yet Chicago Fire also get Hugo Kuipers, who did not light the world on fire this last year, but the previous year did. It's just like Brandon Vasquez. Interesting. Well, maybe we got Europe's Brandon Vasquez and Hugo Kuipers.
No, I don't think so. I think
so. Last year, 1 minute on the clock. So last year, Brandon Vasquez had 9 goals and 2 assists.
Okay, that was better than I thought.
Okay, the year before he had 19 goals.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
it's hell of a year, man.
Yeah, so I don't know, but we gotta wait and see. I mean, besides, Lucho Acosta is getting up there.
Oh, we lost you.
Oh no, DPG is down.
We know you're back. Down. You're back. We lost you.
No, Lucho Acosta is getting up there in age, isn't he? Isn't he?
Is he 28?
Oh, I'm kind of curious now.
Oh my God!
He's 29. He's 29.
He's 29. He's 5'3".
He's playing so long.
He's dead. He's a walking corpse.
Guys, he's 5'3".
No way! I am taller than
that is his Acosta. Listed height.
Hell yeah!
The thing is that I'm kind of curious to see how he's going to perform this tomorrow. I mean Saturday.
He's performed admirably throughout his career in MLS. I don't expect that to change too much.
We'll see. Like I said, I was worried. I do foresee a 1-1 draw, but I hope I am so wrong.
Pat Noonan might be running a really tight team. I guess this is going to be our last segment, so we'll go over just a little bit here. But Pat Noonan runs a tight team. Klopas is going to be up against it with this one. And
Klopas will be
outcoached.
Klopas will be outcoached. We might not be outplayed. And I think that'll be the story of the season.
That's a good question. At what point do we see Frank Klopas start to get outcoached, and will they take action if we actually do see that? I don't know if we saw it the first game, but maybe we
never.
did.
I told you, Joe has in his back pocket. He thinks he's going to get one of the big boys, like a Pep or like
Jose.
Jose. And so he's going to run Klopas until the end of the year, no matter what. We could lose every game of this season.
I would go every game. I would not miss a fucking game if Jose Mourinho was the coach of this team.
I know.
Right?
All right. So
Champions League football.
Okay, so
every game, 1-0.
let's wrap this up, guys.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. We've run off the rails. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. So if you've made it this far, we want to thank you. But make sure to like and subscribe, leave comments, questions, all that other good stuff. It really helps the channel. Yeah. So I have been FC Neo Tokyo. This has been DPG, and this is James, and we have been the enemies of the fire. Peace and love.
All right, everybody. DPG, last words?
Nope.
And we're out.
Go fire.
Fire. Up the fire. Later.
All right, guys. I got to head out.